It is Monday motivation, and we are talking about my most favorite thing. You see it in my intro. You'll hear me say at the end of some of my shows, some of my buy it now videos, and that's the word hustle. That's what we're going to be talking about. But if you don't know who I am and you are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Pamela, aka Scooter Renee. I'm your host of tonight's Monday Motivation, as always, all the other Monday motivations. So I'm glad to have y'all all here. I am a reseller, have been for about 7 years, and absolutely love it. It's one thing that I have a passion for, and plus this, I love talking about positivity, and there's some days I don't feel so positive, but more days than not. But I love to discuss this kind of stuff. I love to motivate people, get everybody excited about things and so forth. So that's a little bit about me. So guys, don't forget to do the YouTube things. Make sure you subscribe, you ring that bell, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment at the end of the show. Let me know about your thoughts about tonight on hustle. Hope everybody's had a great Monday so far. So, let's see. Okay, I'll look at all that here in just a minute. All right, so again, if you are new to my channel, thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. To all of my OGs, glad to have you back. Always love seeing your smiling, well, I guess I see your smiling faces, but I love seeing your smiling names. How about that? And to my playback crew, thank you so much. You guys make this worthwhile. So even if you don't catch the live and you're watching the playback, I still so appreciate you guys, because I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you. So, granted, I love having more and more people in the chat, but if I can reach out to one person, then I've done my job. So, whether that's live or on playback. So, let's see who all is in chat tonight. We got a lot to cover. We have got, well, Darlene's not here now, but she's spending time with her daughter and grandson, so I totally understand. So, but she's got the notes. And again, by the way, guys, if you want the rough, very rough draft of my notes, let me know. I don't mind sending that to you in an email beforehand, so you can kind of follow along with what I'm discussing. Have a few of you that do that, and you'll love it. So I try to get that out to you. Let's see. Kelly, welcome in, my friend. So glad to see you. And of course, we have my buddy Rev here. Hey, Rev, welcome in. And Tammy, my biggest buddy right now. So, in the flea market, right? Waiting on the hustle. Rev Artist says, I bought a lot of stuff. I was going to set up my son to be a reseller, but he doesn't want to do that either. So I have milk glass, circus glass. Oh, lots of other stuff you don't need to sell. Ooh, got my attention, Rev. Cool Ranch, welcome in, sister. Do the hustle. Do the hustle with the awesome sloth-loving Scooter, right? When I was looking at the word today, all I could do was sing that song in my head. Do the hustle. Do 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 do. I don't know how to do it, but you know, I do know the song. Right, Rev? I have to like keep myself away in order not to buy anything from anywhere if I feel like I'm being too much of a auctionholic. Vicky Nikki, my friend, welcome in. You missed the intro music? You want me to start over? Okay, I can do that. Hit rewind, girl. All right. Okay, I think I covered everybody, what everybody's talked about. All right, we're going to get started. Yes, now you get to have that song in your head. Oh, that song's been bugging me all day. And then watching the show Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon gets that, what is it called, an earworm or something like that, and I'm like, oh, I wish I never would have heard that word either. Because now I'm like, oh, that's all I hear. Julie McIntyre, welcome in. FYI, guys, most of y'all stuff, unless you paid late yesterday or today, all your stuff is going out, have already gone out, or is going out tomorrow. I'm caught up on shipping unless you paid yesterday or today. So I'm excited about that. I feel a lot of pressure off me. I got my warehouse cleaned up. I got my office picked up. I feel a lot more less stress in that area than the rest of my life. But I'll take it where I can, right? All right, guys. Tonight's word is on hustle. What comes to your mind when I say that word hustle? What all do y'all think about when you hear the word hustle? Is there a certain song that comes to your mind? Is that dance? Does a dance come to your mind? Is it working? Is it, day in, day out stuff? What do y'all think about when I say that word hustle? I don't know if you can see it, but right there where my sloth with the Santa hat on, it says every day I'm hustling. So then all I ever hear is every day I'm hustling, hustling, hustling. So there's another song, Rev. Making money, right? Nancy Smith, work, hurry. Yes. Guess I need to throw these up there, right? Making money, work, hurry, get your butt moving. Yep, that's right. All those things. Rush, rush, rush. Yes, Kelly, right? Like no rest for us, right? So we are at the end of the fourth quarter. And how many of us still have goals not met, or we're not where we thought we would be, etc. We're in the last final quarter of the game. And how close are you achieving what you want to achieve if you're a goal setter like I am, or if there was just something you had in mind that you want to be able to do by the end of the year? Are you close to it? If not, or if you are close to it, either one, it's a great month to get the hustle in. So why not pull all the stops and just see where you end up, right? Because I would rather you try than not try at all, and you succeed when you do, right? No matter if you accomplish exactly what you wanted, you're still succeeding because you set out to try. So, Tammy, hustle, be like you when I grow up. I want to be like you, Tammy. I want to be like you. Close, but not there yet. That's right. Yes. All right. So obviously this word is centered around reselling, but if you're not a reseller, that's okay. Don't go anywhere. You can still apply this to any part of your life, no matter what part of life you're in, no matter if it's a career-wise or personal-wise, you can still apply this word. Was it a weight loss goal and you're almost there? Is it a job deadline? Because even that can count. Is it getting the shopping done for Christmas? Yeah, not there. Or the party's done, they're starting. And you can apply that word to anything in your life. So, in fact, talk about parties. Robert and I've got one this Saturday night. I think we got one next Saturday night. I have an office lunch party next Monday. Like, it's just starting to pile up. And that's usually how December goes. But it's also very important that you stay focused in, honed in on what your final goals of the year are, and that you hustle to get there while also maintaining your sanity for everything else. So even if you're not a reseller, you can still apply this. So please don't think that that's all this is. Oh, Tammy, crap. I can't, can I? All right, I'll talk to Robert. Totally forgot about that. He should be okay. Totally forgot. All right, thank you, Tammy. So let's look at the word hustle and the meaning of it. When you look it up, it says it is a force to move hurriedly. We have someone say hurry, 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 right? Rush, 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 in a specified direction. Meaning you got a way that you're going, and you've got to hurry up to get there. Just don't speed, right? Okay. But this could be going somewhere, so you have a destination that you're going to, or it can mean final numbers or XYZ, and you're only at LMN or even ABC, whichever. It also states that hustle can also mean obtained by forceful action or persuasion. It's also the busy movement and activity. It can also be the dance, do the hustle. Yeah. I told you that's all I thought of when I was doing this today. So throughout all that, it's talk about being busy, it's talk about rush, it's talk about hurry, but it's not hurry as in, oh my God, I got to get there. I got to get there. What is it off of Alice in Wonderland? I'm late. I'm very late for an important date. Whatever it was that the rabbit said. But the hustle is constantly working, constantly moving yourself. So here we go, guys. All right. Pasta spot thought. As y'all know, I love my Zig Ziglar. So he says, outstanding people have one thing in common, an absolute sense of mission. When I think of hustling, that's exactly what I think. I'm on a mission to accomplish something. So we're hustling to work on that mission that was or that we set out in front of us, whether it was a year ago, 6 months ago, yesterday, last week, whatever. We are on a mission to tackle that. So when I think of hustling, that's exactly the quote I think of, is that it's an absolute sense of mission. And again, that's outstanding people, Last year, I have wrote in my journal, y'all know I've shared this with y'all a few times, probably been 2 years now, but I have wrote in my journal about this word. And in that journal, I wrote, I definitely do this more with my sales job. Always hustle and make more and get more. I just keep telling myself I gotta hustle. Get going no matter how you feel. That's exactly what I wrote in my little journal a year or two ago. And in that whole story, I was discussing my how my knee injury that I had when I tore my ACL was not going to keep me from getting done what I wanted to do, because even though I had surgery back in March 1st of 2020, I think 20, oh my gosh, L's about to be 2. So yes, 2020. Ever so often, if you push it too much, you can still have, pain from having that done and so forth. And so at the time, I was going through a moment where I had not torn my ACL again, but I had hurt it enough to where I couldn't do too much. But I wasn't going to let it stop me from what I was wanting to do at that time. I was still doing something and not sitting still. And the way I looked at it is that knee was just an obstacle. So I decided to work out in the pool more, work out on more upper body strength. But working out in the pool, I could still get my legs worked out without having all that pressure on my knees. Felt like that most of my life. I had to succeed, and only because of God I did. Amen, Rev. Yes, sir. Yes. But also, I had a goal of not staying on my diabetes medicines for too long, because I was diagnosed with type 2. And so I was like, losing weight at that time, that was my hustle. That's what I come heck or high water. I was at the gym Monday and Thursday night for sure. If I got an extra workout in that week, great, awesome, pat on the back. But if I didn't, that was fine. 2 nights a week was my goal. And I'm not on my diabetes medicine. I lost a ton of weight because I was so focused. I need to get refocused, because it's so easy to fall off that bandwagon, right? Hey, Jeffrey, welcome in, buddy. Welcome. 12 people in chat. Thank you, guys. If you haven't said hello, come in and say hello and let us know that you're here. So losing weight back then, that was my hustle, even though I was still doing reselling. But you can have other areas of your life that you're hustling in, that you're trying to obtain that goal or reach that number, or whatever it may be. So when I think about the word hustle, I break out the word. Y'all know how I like to do this. Lisa D, did I say hello to you? I can't remember, but hello. Now I'm starting to really worry. Nancy, did I say hello? Welcome, Nancy. Hello. Okay, I think I got everybody. But I break the word out. Y'all know I love to do that. So H is going to be your how. How, you're going to hustle and everything. U stands for you personally. S is for survive. T is for through. L is for life. And E is for everyday. So hustle means how you survive through life every day. right? We're survived by hustling every day. No matter how big or how small, that's how we survive. Some of us, that's all we know how to do, right, Rev? I mean, that's it. That's what we've known all our life, is that if we want to get somewhere, regardless of what that was, then we had to hustle to get there. Nobody was going to do it for us. We had to do the work, and it still carries on. You said hello to me, but you called me Quesadilla. I did not call you Quesadilla. But that is how I say it, right, Rev? Quesadilla. So, swim or sink. That's right, Rev. Yes, swim or sink. Either you do it or you don't. It's up to you. T is for Tammy, but I'll accept your definition. All right. So if I told you that you need it to get smarter, you need to work on your talent harder, you will discover that that's not easy to do, and it's kind of tricky, right? How do you work on getting smarter and make your talent, work at that even more? It's also a non-believable and awful, god awful advice. So if I told you that, hey, if you add it, this is where we're going to turn it. If you added 2 more hours of work, because it actually has an impact on your success, if that's what you're trying to achieve, that would be more practical, right? If you knew that all you had to do was add 2 hours of extra work in your day because you were trying to achieve whatever goal was, that sounds more practical and more obtainable as well. So therefore, you're going to hustle to succeed. Start tomorrow with the book. There you go. That's awesome, Corinth. So you would have, because in saying that though, you have a choice if you want it to or not, right? You can choose not to put in the extra work, no matter whatever that time frame is. 2 hours, just what I threw up there. You can choose not to do it, or you can choose to do it, or not to do it or do it. But the main thing is that it's controllable. Your work ethics is controllable. So, I have probably some bad, back up, rewind. I have bad days. Don't get me wrong. But when I can focus like I did this weekend and I got so much accomplished, that has just set me up for success for the rest of this quarter, the rest of this year, the end of it. Again, it's time to pull out all stops and let's go for it, because next year is a whole new ball game again. So, but your work ethics is controllable. How you apply yourself to what you want to do is what you can control that. So I didn't want to clean up my warehouse Saturday night, but guess what? I did it, and now I love it. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, oh, I can walk in here. I can see everything. Oh, this is so nice. And then I was like, I don't want to finish all that shipping. But guess what? Now I can focus all on this week, right? So there's things that, because I controlled my time on that, it has now allowed me to do other things. So talent comes naturally to those that possess it. But skill is only developed by putting more hours and hours of beating on your craft. So whatever that craft is, if it's important to you, if you have a passion for that, you're going to hone in on those skills. You're going to develop them. You're going to figure out what makes it easier, what makes it faster, what can you do that's even better. You're just going to invest more time into it. Why, yes, Jeffrey, I love Cheers. Everybody knows your name, right? Yes. But whatever that craft might be, you have to stay hustling to stay on top of your skill. Excuse me. Just like with iPhones and computers and stuff, there's always something new coming out. Just when you think you got something down pat, it well, here comes another thing. So you're always got to, be constantly moving, constantly learning, constantly trying to improve what you already know, or constantly trying to help make things easier on you. by learning a different way of doing something. I've learned that having Robert wrap my shipping items, my breakable items for me, has saved me so much freaking time that it is so nice that he does that for me and he weighs my boxes for me. And all I got to do is wrap that box and put a label on it. And that's it. I put it in the box. He does all the wrapping and weighs it. I wrap the box up and I put a label on it and it's out the door. That is something that, in my hustling, I've learned, hey, I suck at wrapping breakable stuff, but I luckily have a partner that does awesome at it and enjoys it. I do not enjoy it. I think he enjoys it until he gets like the little scrap pieces of bubble wrap that isn't quite big enough to go around whatever item he's wrapping, or, when the tape gets twisted or whatever, there's frustrations, but he actually likes doing it. So I'm like, who am I to argue with someone that likes to do that? Because I don't. Right, Julie? It's just so nice to have your husband to help you with that. Yes. Like, it's just, I cannot tell you how much he has done for me and how much relief he has given me by taking that on for me. It's like, okay, I got the boxes ready. You do the other part, because that's the part that takes, to me, the longest. Such a time saver. Yes. So, when you're learning how you can further yourself in your business and hustle more, you find out what are time savers and how you can take your focus from having to worry about this to now focusing on something else that you need to focus on. Are you serious, Jeffrey? Are you serious? I'm going to have to Snopes that. Somebody confirm for me, because I'm live and I can't confirm it. That's going to be so sad if she did. All right. So the person that is willing to hustle the most is going to be the person that just gets the unexpected thing. Right? So meaning you're constantly working at whatever it is that you are working at, the reselling or whatever, you're going to gain more people. You might get that one other subscriber that you weren't expecting. You might get an unexpected big purchase that you weren't expecting. But you're constantly hustling. And so you open yourself up to more opportunities of different things that can happen for you. Oh, that's so sad. I hate that. Of course, I remember her from not only Cheers, but, unfortunately, the Jenny Craig ads and, all the other shows and movies that she's been in. Loved her in Look Who's Talking movie. Loved that movie. So sad. Wow. That just blows my mind. It's when you start getting older that people that are passing away that you realize, oh my gosh, I'm only 48, but that just seems so close. So early, maybe is the word I'm looking for. Right, Lisa D, lots of shows. And, I'm just going to throw this out there for a friend, but, is 48 too old? I just need to know an answer to that, But that'll be another story for another time. So back to positivity. The majority of people that aren't getting to places they want to be or aren't achieving the things that they want to achieve in life is strictly based on your hustling. It's all that is based on. Strictly being based on being outworked, strictly based on missing crucial opportunities, those unexpected things. Will Smith says it better than anybody. Hey, Amy. Just too old, like is 48 old? I just want to know. But Will Smith said it perfectly. He said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you're constantly trying to stay on top of your game, you don't have to play catch up or wonder why you didn't make it. So I was about to say I love Will Smith. I'm sorry, I still love him in his movies and so forth. Um, I don't know. That's a whole nother topic on itself too about the whole slap thing, right? All right. I don't know why my mind went there. Squirrel. Let's see. So, how do you get money? Since we're talking about reselling and so forth, how do you get money to do what you love? How do you get money to do what you love? And this will come so true when I think of Tammy and the flea market and everything, running that place and stuff, because I've gotten a good most taste of it. I probably haven't experienced everything, but I've gotten a good taste of it. You don't. You don't get money to do what you love. You don't. In the first few years, you are negative when you started doing what you love. Because what you do, however, is position yourself to succeed. So they always say a new company will be in the negative for the first 4 years, something like that, before they start being in the positives. So kind of take that a little further, and then also how I kind of think of Tammy at the flea market and everything. I understand, Jeffrey. Here's me. Here's my thought process on hustle. If you're doing something else and you want to do this thing that you love, you do it after hours. I work 8:30 to 4:30. I'm going to show that a little further. I'm jumping ahead of myself in my notes here. But if you're doing something else and you want to do this thing you love, you do it after hours. I'm not doing these auctions and shipping and setting up and rearranging my booth or shopping for inventory after hours because I have to. Not because I have to. I need to, but I don't have to. I do it because I love it. Like, I thrive in this. This feeds my soul so very much more. I work 8:30 to 4:30. I get home, or I stop by Hometown Country most of the time, where my stuff is. But I get home, love on my husband for a little bit. We eat dinner. I love on Bella, and I relax for a bit. Sometimes I take a nap, but then I just go to town right away. I just get to work. Right, Tammy? Hard work. But I have been and still working on building my equity and my brand in what I'm trying to accomplish. After hours, everybody has time. Remember, we talked about time a while back, and I was talking about how we will sit there and say, man, I only had one more hour in the day. But you really do have the time. It's how you prioritize your time. And so in hustling, again, we're right back at that again. After hours, everybody has time. It's how you spend it. There are nights I don't spend it wisely. And yeah, I have to play catch up. But if I just went ahead and just spent my time wisely, I wouldn't have to play catch up. And instead, I could be hustling on forward. But I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Robert will tell you he is close to perfect as God, but he's not completely there. But that's my husband. He just likes to joke at that. But, you know, when I do spend my time wisely, when I pick the things that I need to do that are good for my business, the business that I'm building that is mine, I have built this baby from the ground up, and the only person I have to blame, the only person I have to celebrate, well, besides my husband now. But again, if my business succeeds, then I will succeed. And kind of how I feel about, Hometown Country is if, no, it's not, I'm just not the only vendor there, but if Hometown as a whole does succeed, then I will naturally succeed. I mean, it's just a natural thing. If you work at something, if you try your very best, you are going to succeed somewhere. It might not be at the very tippity top, maybe not right now, but step by step, block by block, you will get there. You just got to keep the hustle on. So, if you're wanting a new house or a new car or this bling bling or a new outfit or to be able to do what you love full time, whatever it may be, you must work. That's how you get it. Exactly. For me, it's like, okay, I know where I want to go in this business of mine. I've got to bust my, about to say the A word, bust my butt to get there, because I can't get there if I don't do the work beforehand or do the work during, right? Rev says, I always need ketchup for my fries and ketchup for my life, right? But there's no shortcuts in life. You need to work hard to make something of your success, of yourself, and succeed. There's no shortcuts. Sorry, guys. Hard to break it to you. There's no shortcuts. And we're all trying to find that shortcut, right? It'd be lovely. But let's now look how we can hustle. Are you serious, Tammy? Ketchup on everything, even spaghetti? Ugh, no. Corinne says, sounds like what I used to tell Mike when he asked, when are you going to do that? I say, when I'm dang good and ready, but right now I'm just dang good, right? Yes. Kind of like Robert will say, well, when are you going to pick up your warehouse? Well, I'm not in that mood right now, but guess what? I will get to it when I'm good and ready to get to it. But then he puts that thought in my head. I'm like, I really need to get that done. And then I'm like, dadgum him. So let's look at how we can hustle. Focus, strive, and convince your mind and body to step out of your comfort zone and work harder. Entrepreneurs hustle in life where they have worked tirelessly day after day to achieve their goals. Success requires a lot of grind, but this is what gets you to the top of your goal. Now you got to use my saying, Robert. Yes. And mustard on your pizza? Oh my gosh. Woo! How are you and I friends, Tammy? How? Oh, thank you, Tammy. So, like I stated before, there are nights I don't spend wisely because we can all feel lazy, right? It's just natural to just want to be lazy. I just don't want to do anything. I'm just going to be lazy. But sometimes the goal that you are striving for, the job you want to succeed at, can get so tiring that you just want to quit and give up. You know what? I'm tired of spending 5 extra hours a week on trying to get shipping done. I'm tired of spending 3 more hours of studying just so I can get that degree. I'm tired of going to the gym 3 nights a week, whatever it may be. And I don't see the results just yet. But that's what losers do. They give up. They quit, right? That's what losers do. They say, screw this. I can't do it anymore. Or what is the point? Why am I doing this? Good things come to those who aspire it. So when you feel like you're being defeated, remember that was one of our topics already this year. When you are feeling defeated, like you can't go on, like what else can go wrong or anything, remember, have your little, I'm all about having a pity party. Believe me, I'm all about having my pity party. Robert will tell you, let me cry it out. Let me feel sorry for myself, and then I will move on, and I will prove everybody wrong. That just pissed me off, But good things will come to those who aspire it. If you keep going, if you keep trying, if you keep hustling, something good is going to come out of that. Something good will come out of that. I promise you. And it might take you a while. So don't sit there and say, well, Scooter, I gave it a month. Well, it might take you a month and a half. What might take me a month might take you a month and a half. What took me 30 days took you only 10 days. It's going to be different for everybody. But you just got to keep at it. Let your hustle be louder than your mouth. Now, you know the old saying, Your actions speak louder than your words. It's the same thing here, guys. It's the exact same thing. Let your hustle be louder than your mouth. Yes, you're doing great at this month's sales or whatever it may be, but your actions, the hustle that you do and everything, people are going to notice that. You don't have to say it. You don't have to shout it. You don't have to do anything. You just got to just do it. But some days I'm humble and some days I struggle. But every day, guys, I hustle. Every day. I say every day. The weekends are give and take. Ooh, you needed that, Kelly? Good. Good. So, I love that. Let your hustle be louder than your mouth. Let your actions be more than your words, or whatever I said. Success is 10% talent and 90% hustle. So 10% talent and 90% hustle. So what is hustle again? It is striving to be the best in the world, having unrivaled level of patience, learning of something new every day. I learn stuff. I've been doing this for, help me out, Cool Ranch. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, 2 years, something like that. Reselling for 7 years, and I'm still learning new things. Even those of you that are new to reselling, like Cool Ranch, she still taught me. She's still teaching me things. She hasn't just taught me. She's also teaching me still. Starting before you're ready. Woo. Over 3 now. Thanks, Cool. Starting before you're ready. Admitting when you're wrong. I can admit that I'm wrong to you guys way more faster than I can to my husband. Like, nope, I'm just not going to do that. Learning from your mistakes. Yes. Crushing it when you're right. Practicing generosity and humility. Getting the crap done that you need to get done. That was me this weekend. I was just getting crap done that I needed to get done. I know I talk about this place a lot, but I love hometown. But I spent up there from 12 o'clock Sunday until they closed at 5 o'clock Sunday, doing nothing but working my booth, putting new stuff in my booth, moving things around, pricing everything, and I actually got everything I took up there. Usually I come home with some. It all got priced. It all got put out. So guess what? I came home with some empty totes. Yes, win. Hustle. Only hustle. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I put in an extra 5 hours at my booth this week, and it's already paid off. Cool Ranch, you teach me. Believe me, you teach me a lot. So here's another big one, guys. Stop wasting time looking at someone else's reality while doing nothing about yours. Win, hustle, win. That's right, Kelly. Stop wasting your time looking at someone else's reality while doing nothing about yours. If I had to pick one pet peeve that just gets under my skin more than anything, I gotta take a drink of water for this one. I get chills talking about this because it's the one thing, if you want to get under my skin, I just need you to gripe about something and then not do anything about it. Don't ask me or complain to me. That's the word. Don't complain to me about how so-and-so's doing this and you're not getting anything. Well, so-and-so's had, more success than I have. Look, she's got a new car. She's got a house, or she's got freedom. It's like, don't come to me and complain about how you're not selling enough and it's somebody else's fault. Do not come and tell me that. There's nothing that gets under my skin more than anything than for someone to complain about something but then not do anything about it. If it's that awful, then change it. That's just it. You want to make more money? Do something about it. If you see that other people are being more successful, learn from them. Learn what they're doing to be more successful. That's just it. Quit your complaining and put your words in actions. I mean, that stuff, I just cannot tell you. That just gets under my skin more than anything. And yes, I will complain to people at times, but kind of like voting. My brain just goes off in different directions, so stick with me here. Kind of like voting, I was one of those that did not vote. I will admit it. I did not vote because I'm like, well, I don't have anything to complain about. And if I don't vote, I can't complain about it. Is how I felt about it. But then, as I got with Robert and everything, and he's a big, we got to vote. Tammy's another big voter. Like, you got to vote for everything. And I'm just like, okay, but if I vote, I get to gripe because I did something about it. So that entitles me to gripe. Same thing here. You might be beating your head against the wall, but you're out there trying. And you're like, look, I'm not making any sales. What are you doing that has got you so successful? Trying to take advice from other people. Don't go asking for advice if you're not going to sit there and listen and try to apply it. Don't go wasting my time asking me how you can do something better and then just turn around and just act like it wasn't that big of a deal. Back in the when I used to work with my stepdad, there was a guy in our office that would always come in and say, well, Jim, I need some ideas on how I can make more money. So my stepdad, being the man that he was, would give him ideas. But at the end, he'd sit there and go, well, I don't think that will work for me. Or, I don't know, that just takes too much work, or whatever it may be. And so then going forward, Jim would set a hourglass, turn it over when he walked in and say, you got this much time to talk to me, and then you got to leave. And maybe that's where I got it from. I don't know, but I just can't stand for someone to complain about their life, but don't want to do anything to take action for it. I want a better life for me and my girls. Therefore, yes, I got divorced and I met a better man. I wanted a better life for my girls. Therefore, instead of being a stay-at-home mom, I worked so I could provide for them. Because nowadays, you have really almost no choice but to work, right? It's either that or go on welfare, and, I wasn't going to do that. Right, Tammy? Yes. That's right, Cool Ranch. Don't be a whiner. I don't know. Because I hustle at what I want to achieve and everything, I have a hard time having empathy for people that don't want to try to do something about it. And again, try to do something about it. I'm not saying that you're going to succeed at it, but I'm going to have a lot more respect for you if I see that you are out here trying everything you can. If you are selling and it's only month 2 and you're like, or even like, being a, what do you call it? Third level mark, what is it called? I can't remember. But like Pamper Chef, Mary Kay, Saint Makeup, I don't know, Arbonne, all of these different selling platforms and stuff, so forth, and even Poshmark and stuff. It's like you got to spend more time, and yes, you probably are going to spend more money investing in your business than what you had hoped, but it's going to pay off somewhere. You can't just give up 2 months later and go, I haven't made any money. Well, you got to put in the work. It's not going to just happen. And kind of like my parents, or even in my case now with my kids, They see what Robert and I have now, but they don't realize or remember all the hard work that it took us to get to where we're at. We didn't just get here with a snap of a finger, right? Sorry, went off on that tangent. So in the beginning of my intro, and sometimes I say it at the end of my video, I always will have on there, the dream is for free, but the hustle is sold separately. Have you ever wondered what I meant by that? Anyone can dream big dreams. Anybody. That's your freedom to have the dreams that you want to have. But things are things that they want to accomplish in life. But the hustle, that hustle that I'm telling you about, it comes with a cost. It is separate from that dream. Hey, Christy. It is separate. It costs you tears and sweat and time and money and giving up certain things when you don't want to have to give up something. But hustling helps you achieve those dreams that you have, those goals that you set. Woo! You go, Cool Ranch. Yes. See, guys? See? Look at her. You go, girl. So that's why I love that line so much. The dream is for free. Anybody can dream. But it's those that pay the price and hustling for that dream are the ones that are going to achieve it. Hustling literally means to work hard every single day. Start enjoying the job at hand that has a purpose and show the world that you can do that which no other can. That's not how it says it on my notes. You can do that which others can't. Same difference, right? Ugh. You have to prove it. You have to stay motivated to your goals in order to attain the achievements in life that you want to attain. Again, you're going to have those days that you're just like, I don't care anymore. I'm done. Whatever. But get back in it. Get back to doing what it was that you were doing, because you will attain those goals that you have put forth. And gradually, with time, you will be able to manage to balance your work and life. I kind of feel like that's where I'm at right now. I kind of feel like I am now enjoying the fruits of my labor. Like, I'm not having to tap into other accounts because I'm able to pay with the cash I'm making each month now to afford other things that I haven't been able to do before. And that feels mighty good. It's like, hey, I'm actually sustaining myself now. This is pretty cool. That's wow. Isn't that incredible, Cool Ranch? I love it. So finishing up, don't stop hustling. An ambitious hustler doesn't let go of their dreams. Hustle life is going to grind you, but the results will amaze you. Kind of like the working out. You're gonna cry. You're gonna be hurting. But man, the results are amazing. So step out of the comfort zone if you want to see visible progress. Keep pushing yourself beyond the limits and keep hustling. All right, guys, we're going to open for Q&A or thoughts or discussion, and then we'll go on from there. Anything you'll have to share. I like what Cool Ranch says. To give you some perspective, I've only done 700 in sales since January on eBay and Macari. Is that right, Cool Ranch? eBay. Or is that Poshmark? And then in a couple of days did 200. I mean, I love that. That's right, you did. That's right. When you start listing and you keep listing over and over, then it's going to pay off. Poshmark has the most incredible 30-minute method that I followed when I first got started. And it was just listing 5 items every day along with some other activity. But that got my my algorithm up and everything, and people saw my closet before they saw somebody else, and so forth and so on. I need to do it again because I've gotten so lax with Poshmark. I haven't focused on it at all. Renee, hey Scooter, I help my daughter every Monday night, and she's about ready to pop that baby out. Oh my gosh! Congratulations. When does she actually do, Renee? We have a new grandbaby coming in March. It's going to be our first little boy. And I keep telling people I'm just freaking out about it because I'm just like, what do I do with this? I don't know what to do with them. Because all I've had is girls. I have my girls, and then my girls have had girls. And now my stepdaughter's having our first boy. And it's like, I don't know what to do with him. Oh, really? See, I look at Macquarie and Poshmark almost identical as far as the listing part goes. I love it. Either one. It's easy, it's quick, it's fast. eBay is a monster to me, and I just don't care to do it. December 11th. Oh my gosh. Yes, she is. Congratulations, Renee. I didn't realize that was so soon. We were just asking her if she has her bag packed, right? Get that bag ready, girl. Anything else, guys? We are at 51 minutes. Like I said, every week, I always love to give this about 45 minutes to an hour because that way you can get on with your day and whatever. If we go over, that's great. If we don't, that's fine too. Amen. That's why the name of my houseboat is Dream Chaser. Yes, love it. Dream Chaser. Yes. It also has the name of Dallas on it, but we won't talk about that right now. eBay stinks for the most part unless you're listing appliances, parts, or men's stuff. Yeah, I started out really good on eBay long before I really got serious about reselling. But I was selling Pamper Chef stuff, and it was selling like crazy. But because of the person that was delivering the item, most of the time my stuff ended up breaking. Well, I wouldn't say most of the time. I had a couple pieces break. But again, because eBay allows a return for however long it is, it didn't matter if it was 2 months ago that it was broken. They still got the refund. And I can't stand with that on eBay. No, you got this many days to tell me that something's wrong. If you can't tell me, then it's yours. Rev says, when I was in a corporate world, we went through the same exercise that you mentioned somewhat. Awesome. Yes. A lot of good stuff in that tonight. But I'm all about, we can all complain, but for the love of God, do something about it. Try to do something about it. There are some things we can't do anything about. And of course, the only thing I think of is I complain about losing my daddy. But I can't do anything to get him back. I can, however, remember the good things about him, right? After every meeting or new or training, in your case, auction, ask yourself the following. All right, what is it? Quite well. What could have been better? What sold, what didn't sell? Yes. Love it, Rev. Yes. If I have a certain amount that I like to achieve at my auctions, and if I don't achieve it, then I'm like, okay, what and there might not be anything that I could have done better or whatever. It could have just been the luck of the night. But most of the time, I feel like there's always something to learn from it, right? Night, Tammy. Yes, apply them to the next auction. See, that's where Cool Ranch taught me something in that. She taught me about how to word things and stuff like that. And so I applied it at my next auction, and now it just comes, regular. I know, Cool Ranch, but I was just trying to give a perspective on things, I know there's some things that we just cannot change, but if it's just petty things, do something about it. She reminded me I didn't have a spare outfit packed either. I was with her and her hubby. The last one was born and stayed overnight with her at the hospital. Her and my hubby stayed with the twins. Oh my gosh, the twins. Oh my gosh. Exactly, Rev. Yep. In my booth, I have about my Monday motivation, and then I will share things on Facebook sometimes. I know, Cool Ranch, I know. But you got to work it. Like, if you don't work it, then it's nobody else's fault but your own. You can't blame the person that owns the flea market. You can't blame it on the person that's got a better booth or looks better, booth that looks better. I don't know how I'm trying to explain this. But you got to take action. Only you can control what's in your control. Yeah, see, I don't do that, Renee. I cannot do that. If y'all went back and watched the very first video I ever put on YouTube, the very first video, I cringe. I cringe so much. And I probably will cringe on these later. But going back to the very beginning, my very first video, oh my gosh, I just cringe. I just cringe. I am what they call, what is it? Shook. I'm just shook every time I look at it. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Yeah, and probably starting out with the Monday motivation, I probably would cringe on the beginning of them. But now I'll listen to myself. I'm like, that's pretty good advice. You should take it. That's right. Like, you know, to get better at it, have your own auctions or do buy it now videos. It's practice makes perfect, and then what they say, perfect practice makes, I can't remember what those words are. But I did buy it now videos, I did haul videos, I did live videos. I mean, you kind of learn as you go. I'm not comfortable with doing like when Robert and I are on the road, I'm not comfortable with filming because I'm afraid that I am going to piss somebody off at a flea market or I just don't have my thoughts down or anything like that. But I'm learning what shots I should take, what shots I shouldn't take, what I should say, what I should have shared. I learned from those. But that's one thing I would like to get better at, is doing more videos when Robert and I are out and about and just being more comfortable with it. Oh, you are so welcome, Kelly. All right, guys. Thank you guys for spending your Monday night with me to get you Monday motivated for the week. Tomorrow night, I hope you will join me. I hope you'll be here at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, as I have a new special guest. Christy will be coming on with me, and we'll be selling anything. So come and see what we have. Again, she's going to be brand new, guys. So come, show your support, encourage her and everything. So make sure you come to that tomorrow night. Wednesday night is Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday night, where I bring you special deals. Be sure to go vote on my poll on the community page on YouTube. Because right now it looks like clothing plus size is going to be winning, with salt and pepper shakers coming in a close second. So go and vote, because what you vote on is what I'm bringing on Wacky Wednesday night. It depends on what deals I bring you. So get your vote in. That will be at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday night, my buddy Cool will be back with me, and we'll be doing anything that night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you join us then as well. Let me catch up on chat here real quick, because I see things and it's distracting me. Like, oh, I gotta answer that. Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you. Never at a point a lady at a lady and say we have your size while pointing at a 10X shirt. Oh my gosh. Good night. One more word when I see Renee. When you don't. So what you think you should sell for your achievement, I see you spell harder the next time and you do it. So under the community page, if you go to my YouTube page and then under the community tab, you can go there and vote. It should still be there. Right? Siri makes me so mad. It doesn't understand my southern accent at all. Good night, Julie. Actually, that was Tammy that said that. Yeah, I don't like Siri. Tuesday night with Christy in Iowa, Wacky Wednesday, and then Cool Ranch from Colorado Thursday evening. See, guys, you can do this with anybody across the world. Trying to say if you don't achieve what you think you should sell, then when you have your next option, you sell more. Yes. Thank you, Lisa D. I appreciate that so much. All right, guys. Thank you guys again. Now go hustle, make it a good week, and remember that the dream is for free, but that hustle is sold separately. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Okay, let's do this thing.